Energy Update Coming Home. By Jenny Schiltz. Webpage, channelingthemasters.org. It has been a while since I blogged an energy update because I have been so deep in the changes myself. It really is an extraordinary time of not only physical changes but profound changes in how we think of the world and ourselves. It has been said many times that this time period is the time in which truth comes to light. Most of the time when I have seen this reference, it is followed by upcoming revelations within the government, pharmaceuticals, and corruption throughout the world. Yet, that negates what is truly happening with the energies. We are being shown the truth deep within ourselves. We are being exposed completely. All that we thought we understood, our very foundation is being rattled. Our shadow, our inner child, will no longer stay in the background. It is rising up to show us our patterns, where we have limited ourselves and where we still hold deep pain. No longer can we minimize our experiences because they have had such a huge impact. This is not to say that we need to rehash them or relive them, it is to simply say, it is time the truth arises. When I say the words, the shadow must come to light, I almost want to roll my own eyes and say I've done shadow work, I have embraced myself. Yet, through all the work, I know in my heart that I am now exploring another level. When we first begin this journey, we start to look at who we are, our light and our dark sides, and at times the mood swings seem to take us to either end of the spectrum. Each swing is showing us how light we can be and also just how much is hidden. As we look into both sides of the spectrum, we begin to accept our light and also our darkness. We begin to heal. It is not that the light overcomes the shadow, it is simply that we learn to love all parts of ourselves. What was hidden, is now being loved and accepted and integrated into the whole. As we merge more with our light and our shadow, the mood swings become fewer. Yet when they do occur, we seem to go deeper and deeper. Exploring the deepest recesses of our subconscious and where the beliefs, patterning and programming were created. What arises does not come up just for you to know it is there, but for you to see where it has affected you, conditioned you, and held you back. The truth shall set you free, has so much meaning right now. Our job is to look at what we are being shown, see not the events, but to see what beliefs we created or adopted and how it has impacts us in this now. Once it is realized, we can then override it. Healing ourselves, making ourselves whole is a process, and we are only shown what we are ready to heal now. It is not a one-shot deal. The goal is to heal ourselves, integrate the shadow and the light, love each part of ourselves completely so that we are the walking embodiment of our soul essence. With the accelerated timeline now anchored in, there is a push for us to see our shadow, love it, and embrace it. Then we can begin to rewrite the patterns by choosing different, by seeing the faulty logic that created them. For many during these energy blasts there are moments of pure bliss, of feeling connected. We get a taste of that higher light and where we are headed, and it feels wonderful. As you progress on this journey, the times and duration in which you flow in that frequency get much longer. What is difficult is dealing with the crash, the fall down into feeling sadness, despair or disconnection. I asked my highest aspect why we experience these dips, and she explained that with each increase in light frequency, all that cannot be sustained in that light must go. All of our shadow, our deep wounds come up, louder and louder, so that it can be resolved and balanced within. Understand that for us to be our pure soul essence, completely embodied, all of our parts must merge back into our whole. Our shadow, inner child, soul pieces left behind, and aspects of self. They must all be healed, reconciled and merged within. This is no small task, and it takes tremendous time and effort to bring all of ourselves home. When we don't take the time to do the inner child work, to dive into the recesses of our shadow or to find the soul pieces left behind, it will become evident in our reality. We will be shown time and time again, in our relationships and in our dialogue, what our patterns and wounds are until you put all the pieces together. Using sleep intentions have been a huge help for me. Each night I check in as I am going to sleep and let my guides know how I am doing physically, emotionally, mentally, and what I need assistance with. It does not matter if you are able to hear them, know that they hear you. I began asking for assistance with bringing all my parts home, to be shown the pieces of the shadow that were buried deep, and what patterning and beliefs needed to go. It has been quite a journey, but one where I am actually understanding what needs to heal and how to heal it. As you experience the beautiful energy coming in, allow it to you a world full of possibilities. As you then experience the dips, allow it to show you where you have created limitations and let them go. This energy is changing everything, not overnight, not in a blink of an eye, but moment by moment. You are coming home, home to you, your full essence. Allow yourself to see what is not sustainable within you any longer. I recently was led to see a childhood experience from a new light. I always suspected there was more to an invasive, inappropriate bath given to me by my uncle, but I did not allow myself to look deeper. When I did look deeper, the more I was shown and understood. I realized that though the incident were out of my control, my 6-year-old self felt quite differently. The child felt deep guilt, shame, and a lack of trust. During a shamanic journey, I was shown that this child still lived feeling this profound pain and did not think it was worthy of being part of me now. The guide I call grandmother brought this child to me during a journey, and when I looked into her large brown eyes, her pain was palatable. She hung her head in shame. I grabbed and held her, stroked her hair, and told her the truth. The truth was that she had no reason to feel shame, nor guilt, and that she could trust me, us. That I forgave her for whatever she felt she needed forgiven for, but that she didn't have anything to be forgiven for. She was loved and had done nothing wrong. She looked into my eyes and, sensing that I meant it, gave me a smile. I saw her then meld into my heart chakra, becoming part of me again. The grandmother told me that it was my job to make sure the child felt safe, loved, and secure. I decided to write on my bathroom mirror as a reminder: you are loved, you are safe, and you can trust you. I say it out loud every time I see it, allowing it to sink to my core and comfort the child. The other day I woke and saw so clearly within my mind a little blonde-haired girl happily jump roping while singing Miss Mary Black, 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 all dressed in black. I smiled and thought, I'm home. Sending you all lots of love and support as we go through this deep work. Thank you so much to all who share this, it means the world. Jenny.